we should also debate whether it's better to like or subscribe, or maybe both.
Do both. TNA, Bound for Glory.
Well, it was a lackluster card to begin with. I don't think that they really delivered. I mean, we'll talk about the individual matches, but on a whole, I don't think they made TNA look very strong. Really, the only person in TNA they made look strong was Mike Santana. Other than that, they didn't really do a great job with the TNA talent.
Yeah, I think that we were in the minority of that, though. We were talking to people, and it seemed like a lot of people actually really enjoyed this pay-per-view.
Now, wait a minute. I didn't say people didn't enjoy the pay-per-view. I said they didn't do a good job of making TNA look strong.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I think the biggest complaint was that Leon Slater-Jervon Evans match. But let's get to this card here. Steve Macklin, Frankie Kazarian opened up the show. Steve Macklin won the TNA championship right back after just losing it. Great match, but fired up crowd. But what do you think about the decision of having Frankie win the title just to lose it?
Well, I think it makes sense. I mean, you put the title on him. I think it really was just to build up Frankie again. And then obviously later in the card, we'll find out why the belt's not going to be on him going forward, because he's going to have a chance at the actual championship.
Well, it's a championship of his choosing. Maybe he'll choose the international title for all we know.
Yeah, because why wouldn't you?
Tessa Blanchard defeated Gia Miller, the ring announcer. Gia, we found out afterwards, we talked about it before, actually had some wrestling experience. But as a guy who got to watch this, I will tell you, I would see why she didn't continue to pursue that career. They gave her some good home spots, but ultimately Tessa won, which should have been what happened.
From the highlights that I saw, they did good psychology. I liked Tessa Blanchard giving her the head. They did some good quick spots where it looked like Gia could upset her. I don't think Gia's got enough talent to actually wrestle full time, but she did enough to make this a fun match.
That she did. And like AJ was saying earlier, Frankie Kazarian won the 22-person gauntlet intergender.
Well,
22-person intergender call your shot gauntlet. Frankie and Nick Nemeth won. They were co-winners. And man, it gave me the vibes of Lex Luger, Bret Hart, Royal Rumble, and 1994. And AJ, I think we could all agree that is one of our favorite Royal Rumbles. We love the co-winner aspect.
Really, anytime there's co-winners for anything, I think it's the way to go in professional wrestling. I don't think you can do that enough. Quite frankly, every match now should be co-win.
Absolutely. What do we want? We want one winner, one? No, we want two. We want two winners. Kalani Jordan defeated Indy Hartwell. I was surprised they kept it on Kalani. We both thought she must be a transitional champion. Well, she is. She's going to be transitioning a little longer.
It was a surprise of the night for me. However, I love seeing Kalani Jordan go over. She is absolutely an amazing athlete. She can do everything in the ring, and her personality is really starting to come through.
That she is. The System, Moosh, Alicia Edwards, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, and JDC defeated Order 4, Mustafa Ali, Tasha Steele, Special Agent Zero, Jason Hotch, and John Schuyler. Fun, hardcore match. Both these teams really are going to be kept strong. Both are strong factions in TNA right now.
Once again, unfortunately, I'm pretty much going based on highlights. And anytime you're going based on highlights, any match can seem really, really good. Well, except for the one later tonight. But yeah, it looked like a solid match.
Leon Slater and Jervon Evans. It was fun while it lasted. They went to a 20-minute time limit draw, which the crowd shit on that. But then we said, you know what? We're going to give you 5 more minutes. AJ wasn't ready for 5 more minutes, but we did it anyway. And then we had Dark State come out and beat them both up.
Well, the good news is the only thing better than having 2 people win a match is to have Dark State come out and have nobody win. Even better way to go.
Absolutely. We got some comments here. The X Division match was great, but bad finish. Mike Santana, the right guy to be the face of TNA Wrestling. We'll get to that, Randy. And great to see AJ Strangebrew on again.
Randy, it's great to be back. I know Dave tries to keep me out of your life, but I'm here.
All right, the Hardys defeated Team 3D in a table match. AJ, you did see this. Devon didn't die.
Devon didn't die. However, the match did. I know a lot of people love the match. They love the sentimentality of the match. I think the match was shit. I think that, unfortunately, they should have done this match about 3 years ago and called it quits. It was absolutely horrible. It was dog shit in a bag.
So most people really enjoyed the sentimental moment of this match. We talked about this off air. And a lot of people didn't really hate it as much as we do. I just didn't find it that exciting. I don't want to say we hated it, but it just wasn't really.
I went back to watch it because I wanted to actually, make sure that I wasn't being too harsh on it. And I wasn't being harsh enough.
He just didn't care for the moment. Hey, listen, the Hardys are still champs. Obviously, that was the right call. They are going to be at NXT Halloween Havoc coming up, defending the titles there.
Unfortunately, the best of the 3 teams that from that time period wasn't invited because Edge and Christian were a little too busy.
That's true. But they'll be wrestling. The Hardys will be defending against Dark State again. I do wonder if they will keep it. This is a little way off of TNA. We'll get back to TNA. But on that show last night, too, Leon Slater and Javon were seen in the back talking. I think they want a tag match with somebody together. Are we going to eventually get Leon Slater and Javon Evans against the Hardys?
First of all, that'd be a great tag team. They're not driving that way. They're driving towards Dark State. However, wouldn't it have made more sense if Dark State, attacked either the Hardys or the Dudley Boys during that match instead of the 2 singles wrestlers?
Yeah, even the Hardys actually talked about that on the show last night. So don't take that personally, guys. That was meant for us. They're trying to get our attention. I feel like they haven't really kind of covered up for that. Let's get to what Randy had talked about here. Oh, we got a comment here. Crown Jewel seems interesting. Yep, we're going to get right to that. But let's talk about the main event of TNA Slammiversary. Mike Santana going over Trick Williams, and it was a great match. And AJ, I have to say, even though you weren't crazy about what you saw, this was the highlight of the show.
So Mike Santana and Trick Williams both brought it, both great athletes, really showed what professional wrestling can do, showed the emotion that it can bring out in people. They had the crowd in the palm of their hands. The ending with the daughter, absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. Great storytelling. This match made watching the rest of the card worthwhile in my opinion.
Yeah, Mike Santana had posted something too on social media afterwards, just talking about his daughter and how she had wrote a letter to Santa when she was younger to make daddy stop, talking about some of Mike's problems with alcohol and some of his addictions. And I think when you can make something feel real, because obviously a lot of this was real, it's hard not to get excited and get invested in it. I mean, Terry Funk talked about that back in the day, getting people emotionally invested in it by pulling from real stuff in your life. And Mike Santana is a guy that has not only changed like emotionally and everything, but physically, he's changed his whole look and presence, and he looks like a main eventer out there right now.
It's amazing what getting off drugs and alcohol will actually do for your physique and for your mental stability. However, one of the things that I've always believed about professional wrestling is the best cards are the ones where, yeah, I know this match is going to go this way. I know this match is going to go that way. But when you have that match can draw you in, especially for us longtime fans, and make us suspend belief, make us actually get so caught up in it that even us hardened vets don't know what's going to happen. And there were times in the match I thought Trick was going to win, and they pulled us in.
Absolutely. Jamal Simpson says Crown Jewel seems interesting. Well, it already happened, in case you didn't know.